Drop dizzle.
Yeah.
Clap.
Yeah.
Bumble clap.
I'm on a new level. Hey.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Hello,
buddy.
hello, hello.
Ciao, baby.
Welcome. Buongiorno. Benvenuto.
Buongiorno.
Amici. Bienvenido, amigos. Welcome to Almost Never.
Hey.
I'm your host or co-host, shall I say, Josh.
You can host.
Bro, you can be a host. Yeah, host. Host.
You're
You're a hostess?
You can be a big host.
I'm the hostess with the mostess.
Hey.
You can be the face.
Hostile. Be the face. What's up, man?
I'm actually doing pretty well. The weather is finally matching up with the LA summer. It's beautiful outside. How are you guys doing?
I've been waiting to ask until we started. What happened to your hand?
Oh, it looks very serious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, you could do that. It's just I got scratched by Aria when I was trying to trim her nails. And okay, so this is
Aria's
weird,
his girlfriend.
yeah,
Or cat.
and I have to trim her nails. She doesn't do it herself.
Whichever you prefer.
But I had this weird thing like in Italy or in Europe. I got some weird condition, and it hasn't been the same ever since we came back. Like I got these like mosquito bites in Italy, and they didn't
remember.
heal right.
Really?
Yeah, they became like infected, and I had to see the doctor to get some shit to like make them actually heal, because otherwise they'd stay like an
Whoa.
open wound, kind of like.
That's
And
wild.
it's-
What did the doctor say?
I don't know. She said some like medical shit, and then she's just like she prescribed me a couple ointments, and they
Damn.
work. But like, yeah, like I don't heal. Like the wounds don't heal as easily anymore. I don't know what happened.
You're
For like
use some
anything?
pasta.
Like if you cut yourself and
Yeah, because it's like
maybe it's the pasta.
It's not. Yeah, it might be the food, might be the pasta. It's like they're not crazy, but it's like too like they definitely broke skin, draw blood and stuff. You know.
Do you don't have an autoimmune?
Maybe I do now.
Maybe you do.
He's losing his X-Men ability.
Dang, Wolverine can't Wolverine anymore.
I don't know how it feels like to be not Wolverine. I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah. That's your main
Prepare.
archetype.
Yeah, Wolverine is my archetype.
Yeah.
That's my chronotype is Wolverine.
Yeah.
Prepare for it. Looks
Secondary.
like you're losing it.
Firstly, I'm a Scorpio. Secondary, I'm a Wolverine.
That makes sense.
Yeah. His third house is
Rising X-Men.
Wolverine. Exactly. You know. He knew.
Wow.
Are you?
Look at you. Look at
you must be a psychic.
How you
Miss
guys-
Cleo.
How you guys doing?
Great, dude. It's been good. It's been a good week. Actually,
I thought you
it's been
said you were
quick.
just moping there earlier this past week. I thought.
Well, I was just because I was so drained from work, dude. Just doing random stuff and just like
okay.
having to do stuff getting home. It's just like sometimes you just don't got it, you know?
Feel that?
I see.
That was all it was. It wasn't nothing.
Okay, not a emotional mental thing. It was just like
Even
you're
if
tired.
it was, I'd brush it off.
I know you would. I know you would.
Yeah, it's so true.
I appreciate the other
Like,
week.
it
Like
is-
this, maybe a few
no
weeks ago,
thing.
you gave us a little bit of vulnerability, which
A little bit, yeah.
I
Kinda
liked,
sprinkle
I
it in there.
admired,
Kinda
I
sprinkle it.
appreciated. But
I did appreciate that.
Yeah, I
it
gotta
was
stay
nice.
guarded though, you know. But
yeah, I know.
I'm-
Gotta stay guarded. Gotta watch out
I'm
for your
good.
heart.
Everything's gravy.
Watch out for
Everything's
number
fine.
one.
That never happened.
What's my good saying? Oh, you know, when people are like, "How you doing?" You know, it's like, I'm great. Even if I complained, who would care?
I mean, I would.
I would too.
Like, for the moment.
I'm all here for it.
The point.
Well, yeah, but
I'm not going to call you 3 years later and be like, I'm still really concerned about that.
I remember
time.
that, Sean. Whenever you're going through something, I'll care at that point, and then 20 seconds later, I'm gonna stop caring.
See, points don't work the same way for me. You might be sitting in a point for like 8 months. That's a point of your
you
life.
get the 8 months, and
It's
I
called
get
depression.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, it is called depression.
You're right. Yeah, you know. I don't like to label things because that's how you get suckered into things.
Okay, well, let's without a label. How was your week?
It's undepressing.
That's great.
I don't know how
Well, on that note, how was your week, Sean?
It was good. No, it was good.
lovely. The sun came out. It's been cloudy like every day down in the OCs.
Okay, and that's how it's-
so the sun came out. It was gorgeous.
Doesn't
Got to
do
be
that
out
every
there.
day.
No,
it really doesn't.
I literally
It
only
hasn't
happened
been
for
in Los Angeles. This is the most
Yeah.
I guess LA by nature is unseasonal.
I feel like a Pacific Northwesterner.
Yeah, it's. My friend in New York was like, LA, New York have switched spots because it's been like in the 80s in New York all day, or I mean, all week, all month, whatever.
I'll let you have it.
It's
all right.
nice. But yeah,
it's nice today.
Besides
That's all I'm trying to say.
you know, it's my business. The company I work for is probably going to be sold to another company. Startup.
That's good for you, right?
If I got paid out, but that's probably not part of the bundle.
Terms?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to.
Small writing didn't say that.
I'm sure it's going to first and foremost recomp all of the investors who seem pretty upset. I'm not mentioning any names of anything, of course, because. But
You know all the individual names of all the investors.
Yeah,
I mean, you might. There's probably a company document.
Coming for you, Betty White.
How'd you know,
Bro,
she came back from the life.
I was like, you're gonna come to the afterlife for that?
There's a lot of Betty Whites in the world.
I mean, there probably is. Yeah, Betty Boops.
I don't know about that one.
There's at least one.
At least.
Maybe. But other than that, good week. Got to start the finals. Let's see. It was the end of...
Finals? What you mean?
What I was going to say is the end of the EPL. So English Premier League's
Who
over.
won?
Man City.
I knew it.
Arsenal...
Didn't
Fumbled
Arsenal.
the bag. In
That's
the
what people
second,
say.
In the last third of the season.
Yeah, it was pretty... I mean, all that... If they would have converted 3 of their games to wins, they would have won. But, you know...
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I mean, I'm not mad at my team in the EPL. The
Aston Villa. Did great.
Unai Emery.
Yeah,
Did they do well?
As much as I love Gerard, like
They did well?
I love him, but like
Their new coach
Emery's been fucking great.
Yeah. It's
I gotta get into EPL.
They're a really fun team to watch. You should watch Aston Villa, man. Them are like Brighton, 2 really fun teams.
Gotta start getting into the EPL.
What's I ordered a jersey. What's it? Ashley Lehmann.
Lehmann. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a Swiss wonder on the women's Aston Villa team. I like her fucking attitude. Like, she's very skilled, but you've seen some clips of her when she's like seeking some sort of retribution or revenge on the field, on the pitch, and she's fucking magnificent.
Yeah.
You know, Meg Thee Stallion's dating a soccer player.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna
Lukaku.
say
who's that?
Lukaku.
Yeah,
Oh,
Romalu.
shit.
And there was a rumor that Romalu is gonna come and play in the States, and that would make sense.
I mean,
if
because he's
They are. No,
he's
they're-
at Chelsea again, right?
No,
Or
he
no?
was at AC Milan.
Oh,
went
yeah,
to-
he came back. He came
but
back.
he had spoken on he was in LA and he
Heard
was
he's huge.
He's a big dude and he's prolific pretty much in front of the goal. He's just
I heard.
one of
He's a
those
striker?
Yeah, a classic striker.
And I heard he runs like a running back.
Yeah.
he's like-
dude, he's big.
He's like much more built than the average. Like,
He's a built
fucking
dude.
He's
striker.
like, I heard he's like 6'4", like
Yeah, that's
a
what he
good
looks like.
something.
Yeah. And like he's just like that classic. Like, I'll put me up. I'm gonna get the ball and I'm gonna put it in. But yeah, I saw those pictures. They were together. I was like, all right, Lukaku and Meg Thee Stallion. By all means, bro.
Needs to get somebody from outside of the U.S. to date because there's too much baggage
Plus, like,
out here.
go date yourself a professional footy player. That's a
They were saying she leveled up because she was dating Partisan Fontaine.
yeah. That's what.
I mean, because she's not like a normal wag out there. She's very
damaged
prolific
goods
in
there,
her
too.
own right.
I mean,
well, what do you mean by that?
Been through the legal system, let's say.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Very true. Like,
Yeah.
and that
Publicly.
shit is like,
yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't matter to people that aren't in the States, I guess.
Obviously.
I mean, it doesn't matter really at all.
it
But
really doesn't.
yeah, no.
I mean, half the people.
yeah, bro,
don't
I've been
even
through
know.
the legal system. You still love me?
Yeah, but you're a criminal.
I've been through it too. It's just because you know me. It's just
But
because
it
you know
doesn't
me.
change. Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like criminals.
Because you love them.
Because you love them.
I love them. Just I'm not one of them.
Yeah, true. You don't gotta.
No, you just
don't
haven't been caught.
You haven't caught a case.
Isn't that what defines?
No, there's criminal activity.
I don't do any of that. Or at least never been caught doing any of that.
The alleged. But yeah, I was gonna say that happened with footy, and then basketball. The finals started,
And what?
I don't know.
What
I don't know what's
a
going
warm
on.
up to the finals
I
has
don't know what's
been.
going on. I don't know what's going on.
it is a blowout.
That the last game in the Eastern Conference
Blowout.
Finals was like well, you watched it was like
Blowout.
I was like,
It was
okay.
close the first
Eastern-
quarter.
At first, yeah,
Eastern
first,
Conference.
No, first half.
No,
First half.
you're talking about Eastern Conference,
Yeah,
right?
Eastern Conference.
It was kind of starting to separate by
Well, but then
halftime.
you're like, oh, once it hit halftime, you're like, I know what time it is.
It's a wrap.
And I'm like, damn, how are you gonna lose at home again as the Celtics? Like,
Well, that's what I felt in the finals, though. I looked at the first quarter. I said, okay, we're going to have a good finals. And the start of the second quarter, I was like, it seems like it's a wrap. Into the second quarter, halftime, I was like, it's a wrap.
When I saw the halftime score, I was like, it's a wrap.
Did you see that? In college, Joe Mazzulla, the Boston's coach, and Jimmy they weren't on the same team, but they played against each other, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
In college
that's
ball.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
But I guess Jimmy came up on that one.
Yeah.
Who do we think's winning?
Nuggets.
Yeah.
Nuggets and I'll get 5.
I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna give some grace to Miami and say 6.
You can say 6
because they're fucking Miami's bunch of. They got that dog like they're scrappers, but they're tired. They're very very tired.
They're
so tired,
dusted, and they
The
don't.
dog's been out there for a while.
Yeah, they don't
the
have
dog
an
need to
answer.
come home and eat a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's like them sled dogs. They've been out there. They got icicles coming off.
Yeah,
the
they're
nose.
feeling. Yep.
Yeah.
Against some well-rested
Jimmy, you're
pups.
cold, but you're like
Sober rested.
you're not immortal. So
I don't think.
I
they
mean,
have-
he's playing on a bum ankle, so
Yeah, and they don't have an answer for Jokic. That's just the thing. That's
you
that's
saw that analysis. Like he had fucking AD on skates. It's like
Yeah,
AD's always on skates though.
But like, if the premier big men in NBA can't guard him, like what him, like I don't think Embiid can guard him either.
He's unorthodox.
Yeah.
You don't.
That's
you
exactly
don't,
why.
he
you
could be
don't
a
practice to play a guy like that plays
because
like that.
he could be a point guard for
Yeah.
all.
I mean, he's like how they have it like in boxing where the dudes are just unorthodox. Like he just moves very
uniquely.
uniquely,
Yeah.
especially for his position. Like
The
he's
ball-
not fast by any
No.
means or agile,
but he has his IQ.
his IQ has to
Court
be
IQ
very
is like
high.
on
His
a-
court
on
IQ has to be
100.
very
He's
high, and
1% on that.
he's not afraid to make those risky passes.
That's
like a
the
point
thing,
guard
man.
would.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
makes some
like,
crazy
yeah.
passes where I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
no,
how did
he's-
you just?
He's an
Plus,
unorthodox
he's
guy.
very confident in that. I think you need to be very confident with those maneuvers that he does.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a skill set he's had in his bag for a long time, so that's why he probably feels confident.
And he's
after.
shooting like a 75% field.
3
No, the
free-
field goal percentage.
field goal. Yeah, no, he has
That's
a
crazy,
He has a
dude.
decent shot. He can knock threes.
He
Too.
can hit the threes. Yeah,
So it's like
do you think Murray's getting overshadowed by him just because like or do you
Murray's
think
good.
do you think Murray's like do you think he's like a Donovan or like a Dame level?
I don't know
Is he
about
point guard? He's point guard, right?
Yeah, I don't know about
he's
Dame because Dame's unique to his.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, do you
caliber.
think he's like prolific in his like? You think he can get?
I think he
that level?
can. Yeah, if he's,
I don't
if he's,
think so.
He had the he had the torn ACL. He was out for a season. He's back. He's playing pretty damn good this season. The next season will be like the interesting piece. Like how many can you continuously play good and grow after ACL?
I think it's just the team, like the Nuggets. I don't think they have the cachet to bring people that want to, root for someone like that.
I guess it's like the
Although-
same. If you think about the Bucks, it's like they're
Well, I mean,
not
look
a
at
they're
even
not a
Jokic.
big. they're
Jokic
not a
is
big team.
huge, but he's not like.
For sure.
He gets kind of. I wouldn't say overlooked or overshadowed, but he's not in like. I mean, at this point, he's in the top 10, but we're in the
Yeah.
middle of a season. He's not in people's top 10.
No,
Yeah.
people don't know the name. But I would say like if I was a player,
You would say him, yeah.
but I wanted a ring, and I knew that he was staying there. I'd be like, how do I get to the Nuggets team?
Well, you saw like
Like I'd be like, how do I go play it? That's a ring.
related to that. You saw like Blake Griffin. He was on the Celtics.
On the Celtics, yeah.
And then
He
before
barely
that, He
played.
was on Brooklyn.
Like
And to
done.
the same thing,
Yeah,
it's like
that is
you
done.
saw all the coaches. It's been like a crazy season, isn't that? Musical chairs, like
Yeah.
You saw Monty Williams he's like the Pistons head coach now.
really?
I thought he'd go to the Bucks for sure because
Yeah, it's crazy.
if anything, like to Milwaukee's got great defense. I thought he would go there. He's
Yeah, they don't have a coach yet, do they? Milwaukee.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get one. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I bet Budenholzer's gonna go to the Suns. Indeed.
Indeed or Embiid.
Where's Shannon going?
Yeah, that's kind of that brings us to.
I was
Shannon.
gonna say, where's Shannon going?
What do you guys think about that? That's crazy.
I don't know. I think
how
he-
long was he with Skip?
At
Like
least-
7 years?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
got to be something like
I don't
that
know.
It's like-
because
yeah, I think it's
they've
like
been
7 years.
very much connected at the hip. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of either of them. Skip
Neither
is
am I.
definitely out of pocket. Shannon's Shannon, but I'm not a big fan of either.
Is this a theme for Skip?
Yes. Skip's annoying as hell, man.
Yeah. He's just spouting hot takes.
Because who
to see
was
what
before Shannon? It
catches.
was Steven, right?
Yeah, it's Stephen A, wasn't it? Stephen and Skip.
I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then Max? Max was with Skip. Max and Skip had problems.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Max and Steven.
Max and Stephen had problems.
But no, as far as Skip, is this a reoccurring thing? Yeah, Skip, he lost Steven, now Shannon.
Just skip. Swipe left. They set the right one.
Yeah.
Swipe left on
That's what it's
Skip.
kind of seeming like, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, I mean, everybody like Stephen A. Like they all have hot takes, but like I don't know, Skip he's just like grasping for
Played
straws.
out. He's played out, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you can. He's like
Played out. He's got
like
that old man take.
He's like if clickbait was like a person.
He's got that old man take that you just like, oh, this guy's got this outdated take about fundamentals that no one cares about. You never
yeah,
even
he
played,
says some
bro.
he says some
He
ridiculous
played
stuff.
high school at third string point guard. Like, come on.
It's like,
he
can-
says some
like
super
JV
out of the
team.
pocket.
Shannon, elite athlete, can't deny that.
Got it
There's
right.
In
that's
his
why they
time.
get those guys.
But it's like-
if I would like Skip if he was at least like a Ernie.
Oh.
Ernie never played,
Ernie's great though.
Ernie's got the respect,
Ernie and
though.
Kenny are my favorite people on
but
that.
Kenny
shit.
played though. Kenny was actually a player. Like
Mm-hmm.
But,
Ernie
you know,
never
but
played.
Ernie's
Ernie got that
smart at
yeah.
least, you know.
But like I
Yeah.
can't compare Ernie and Kenny. Like
Yeah, no.
because Kenny
no,
was a player.
But like saying like Ernie
somebody
and
didn't
fucking
play.
Skip, like Ernie.
and
he's smarter.
Ernie has my respect.
1000%
Skip
smarter.
don't have my respect.
No, yeah,
At
like,
all.
yeah.
So it's like,
But yeah,
no,
I love.
It's like
I love
Skip
Kenny.
doesn't listen either. Like Ernie listens. Like Ernie, that's how like when the other guys talk, like he's like listening. Skip ain't
Skip
ain't
just has
listening.
to have like a brash opinion.
Yeah, like he has to have you whatever.
Yeah, Skip and Shannon. They just. I feel like there's. It's like a dynamic where you're just always talking over each other, type of thing. Like who's got the louder opinion, type of thing.
Well, no, Skip. No, Skip.
Yeah, Skip.
No, Skip. Well,
I think
Skip,
Shannon is more. He's more theatrical and he's like more likable
Very
than
much so,
Skip.
very
Skip
much
is
so.
like some old fucking Dallas Reigns type motherfucker.
he just seems harsh.
Yeah.
Like he's not
Yeah,
likable.
I'm like,
likable,
damn, bro.
like, not
He's
at
like
all.
weathered.
Sometimes he says
Yeah.
yeah.
He's crispy like Tuscan leather, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tuscan leather. I don't want to.
Look at
Tuscan
you,
leather is
flexing over
very
here.
is very soft and high quality.
Yeah. I would throw JJ at Skip.
JJ's
Oh,
good, but
I
he's
like
a little
JJ.
too not well rounded. Like he's stern too.
Did you
He
see
is,
that?
but I guess he's a stern from the player side, and sometimes I like that because he'll be like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Well,
like,
JJ got. Did you see he got floated as like an assistant coach position? Like,
I did see that. Yeah,
I don't know how that be though. I don't know
Yeah.
how that be.
How that be though?
Honestly, I don't know.
No, I like JJ. He was a cool player for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm. He's
a cool
smart.
player,
Yeah,
Yeah, he's smart. He's like, was it under?
underrated.
He wasn't underrated.
No, he's like exactly
he's a
rated.
good sixth man.
He was a great. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a good
Good
shooter.
fifth man, sixth man.
yeah.
Underspoken? Is that under? That's not a term.
Understated.
Understated. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
say
that's
that.
it. I think
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
He's
was
never.
pretty
He's
quiet,
never
dude.
searching for a fucking spotlight or nothing.
No, well, he
Well,
was.
he also played at the time where it was
Just a
DJ
crazy
and
CP3
CP3 and Griffin.
I mean,
But he
and-
played in a time where
and
he had
Crawford.
his. Like, he was a spot up three. He was like a Mike Miller.
oh, he's a killer. Yeah,
Mike Miller was the man
He's like,
in Miami.
he was like Kirilenko, like AK-47.
what's the
Kirilenko.
damn?
Sharpshooter?
What was the dude from Atlanta? Killer Corver.
Oh, Kyle
Oh,
Korver.
Kyle Korver. Yeah, he was knocking him
Atlanta.
down.
Was he on
assassin.
Cleveland for a little bit?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
an
he was an
assassin with
assassin
that.
for a while.
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah,
make
for
this a
sure, for
sports
sure.
podcast?
No,
No.
Okay.
because we got other things to talk about.
That'd be our other one.
Yeah,
the
that'd be like
next-
news. We can cover that like our news or something. But yeah,
News time at 11.
What else is cracking in the news entertainment sphere?
you hear about Al Pacino having a baby at 83 years old
I mean, I was going
with
to say
a
he's pretty
29-year-old,
That's
29.
and she's.
Can any of y'all do the math? Like, what's the age difference? 83, 29? That's like about 51 years?
54.
50.
AJ ain't nothing but a number.
Damn, I'm terrible at math, but like,
That's close though. 54.
I think it's cool. I mean,
Do you think it's cool?
when
are you
all
cool?
Things,
You mean cool in life? Like life finds a way
All-
type of cool, or like
all things considered, top surface level, yeah, it's definitely cool because like, look at this old dude having a baby, but like it's not cool.
But that's
because
not
the baby
nothing.
ain't gonna have a
That's
dad
at all.
That's not unique. Anything about it. Like
even like Max, give him 10, 15 years.
Baby's not gonna have a dad. I mean, I guess the mom's set with the
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
He'll be set up. He's a
Yeah,
Pacino.
Yeah,
but like
exactly.
father figure, like you can't understate that. Like my dad was old. Like he had a family before. He was married before and stuff. And so like he was
But
old.
83 when you were birthed.
No, not even.
I mean, yeah,
close.
you get a couple years.
Like he
you know?
like when I was
That's
growing up,
like,
he
I'm
still
being like-
he still practiced ball with me for a couple years.
Yeah.
and
But that's
stuff,
what I'm
but,
saying.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
at
Yeah,
best
yeah.
can't even
case
do that.
scenario,
The most
Al
is like he could dribble a ball and he's like,
at best case scenario, Al Pacino will make it to his like kindergarten
Yeah,
graduation.
right.
yeah, it's kind of hard to think.
I mean,
about
he
that,
might.
isn't it?
He might.
That's what I'm
But even
saying,
if he
like-
lives until like 103,
That's
still you're like, what can you do?
You're not doing a
you're
lot.
doing
passive
anything.
parent, pretty much. Like,
exactly. So it's like, and I mean the age gap between them.
That's crazy.
because I mean, age gap, like when you're say like
Jeez.
say like 30 and 40, it's not a big.
That's
it's
not that
It's
crazy.
nothing. It's nothing. But like if you're fucking 29 and 83, you said,
Yes.
fuck me, dog. Like
I mean,
That's
dude,
what
50
Say.
I mean, like
years,
props to
that's
her
a
for
whole
being
life.
able to like experience and I don't know if necessarily enjoy those gray hangy meat curtain balls, but whatever. Like you deserve a medal for that shit because like
She got it. It's an Al Pacino baby.
Yeah, a Pacino name.
Like
Pacino
blood.
baby. Yeah.
that's what people were saying too. Like kind of off topic, but like Black China has the only baby that has Kardashian as the last name.
Because it's with Rob,
That's
right?
Rob.
Wow. That's
And you
wild.
know, whatever that baby does is gonna be more
That's
accomplished than the actual
wild.
Rob, than
And
the
then
actual
another
dad.
level that kid's brother or stepbrother is dad's Tyga.
Half brother, you mean?
Yo, that
Half brother, yeah. Half brother.
half
is
brother.
Tyga.
That's wild. It's an interesting family mix. When that
Yeah,
that
she has the
Thanksgiving
only
comes around.
Kardashian baby.
What's Tyga been doing?
Dude, he's been like quietly kind
Because
of
he's
like,
been
dropping
re-entering
hits.
the
For the last
music.
like 2 years. He's been dropping hits, dude.
I mean, they're arguably like they're better than what he would came out with like when he
No,
first
same
came out.
stuff. Same kind of
It's
hits.
the same style, right? But
Exactly the same.
yeah, it can be like
Okay,
it's regurgitated.
I have
now.
not
People
listened
can
to
have
any of
again.
it. I haven't listened to any of it. so
They're
I can't-
hits.
I
They're
can't
the
say.
same thing. Like they're blowing up. They play them in clubs. Like, yeah, they're big songs for sure.
Oh well. Speaking of hits, did you hear that Forbes named Taylor Swift for this? This is for the Swifties.
I was thinking of a Swiffer.
Is it called?
Swiffer.
I don't know. You call it? No, that's. I was gonna say Tay High, but
For
that's,
the
I don't want to take it
Swifties?
away from my. But like,
Yeah.
Taylor Swift got named as the second highest earning woman in entertainment. Right?
Damn.
She's
That was
she's
the headline. That was the headline.
She's making.
They say her net worth's right around 740 million.
And that's just and that's below Rihanna.
I would have.
number
I
one?
would have
Who's Billy-
said.
who's one
I
over
would have
Billy,
said.
right?
I would have said
1.4,
Beyonce, but like
1.4.
I would have thought Beyonce
But-
too.
Yeah, no, I
It's
think
because-
Beyonce's right around 7.
She's probably yeah.
because Rihanna's like
She's a
got
business.
multiple
Fenty is
revenue
like
streams,
it's over. Like,
and she's
Yeah.
like she's
And she's Rihanna. Who doesn't like honestly?
I know, but that's crazy. Taylor Swift, $740 million net worth
That's wild. At 33.
yeah.
at 33
You can't
from singing
doubt
teenage
her.
love songs.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know you're a little sensitive to call her. I maybe
genius?
I use
Definitely not.
I use that term.
Like, why would you even you use that term
Yeah,
loose?
no. That's a
Well, like, could you say like marketing
say-
genius? Because like she.
No, I can say that people resonate with her, and because of that, she has garnered a lot of fame.
But I mean, I talked to you earlier before we started recording, and I was like, "Do you think Prince is a genius?" And you said no. You
He's
said
not a
David Bowie,
genius.
no.
I don't
David
think-
Bowie's
you don't
definitely
think,
not a
like,
genius.
you don't think
especially
that-
not a musical genius. David Bowie. None of these people are geniuses. They are just. They were probably good at what they did, and they probably leveraged that with another
But-
person or team that were good at what they did, and that's how they catapulted to where we know them. As.
But I think you're looking at it through the lens of like today. Like you don't think like the
In
music they
general.
were making when it first came out. You don't think
Mike,
that was like
Michael Jackson a genius?
I mean,
I don't want to bring it back to there, but like, you don't think
Okay,
like the music they were making, like, so
I don't think
if
it
somebody
was a
makes
singular thing, a person who made this music, and we know this is the truth. So
okay, yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, okay, in terms of like the label of genius, like, you don't think like Prince or
he was very good at a lot of instruments.
or like the music they released at a time, like even it influences generations past. You don't think that
None of it is singular. There's almost been never an artist that just works in a vacuum by themselves.
you said almost never. So what is a genius to you? Is there anybody in the modern, like not even in
that's what I was
entertainment?
waiting
Is there
for.
a genius?
Yeah,
Like,
do you know a genius?
you think you would consider anyone art, science, whatever?
No, I feel like everything we all do is anyone can achieve that.
But I feel like that's like, oh, we're standing on the shoulders of giants, like
That's just
of
what
everybody
people
who
say to
came.
make us feel better.
So that's almost like saying like, oh, there's nothing new or innovative that
isn't.
are coming.
Every song right now is a sample of a song that probably was a sample. Art, everything is like kind of a regurgitation. We just go through cycles.
Okay, so you don't think like, okay, yeah. So say an artist like they make work on the level of detail of like the Renaissance artists. You don't think it's
Michelangelo, genius or not? He had a team, right?
Yeah.
So why does he get categorized as a genius? What about the hundreds of people that were part of the team that really created the?
Oh, so you're saying like those people on the team could be geniuses?
No, what I'm saying is why are we
don't
calling
think he
that
believes in
person
a genius.
So you don't think
when we
anybody
know
is
that it was a team that created this?
Okay, so do you think nobody's been a genius in the history of like humans?
Not
existence?
a genius. People can be singularly good at one thing, but I think it takes a collective to bring that to a national awareness.
So there's no geniuses.
No, you can be singularly good at one thing, but it's not like you're a genius because there's always going to be someone that's
So you don't think
innately
Albert Einstein, Nikola
because
Tesla?
There's obviously been people smarter than them.
But don't you
and
think
they
that's
keep on
subjective?
coming
Like,
out.
do you not think like, okay, so
Genius to me is you're the tip top. No one can be better.
So who would you say is the best at? I mean, that's subjective.
God.
That's what I'm saying. So how can we have genius? So then everyone's a genius.
No,
Well, to somebody.
Subjective.
in terms of accomplishments, like and
But
and
what
work
your
and like.
that's what your measurement of genius is. It may not be.
No,
mine.
I'm asking you in terms of that. So there's been no geniuses ever.
In my opinion, no.
Okay.
In your opinion,
so then
possibly.
that label doesn't exist then.
To me, it doesn't.
Okay. Okay.
It's genius.
Sean, do you think there's been any geniuses in the whole existence of the human race?
Yeah.
Who would you say? Like, say, like, three geniuses, no rank, just say, like, people in general.
You know, Mozart, Chopin, Beethoven.
Okay.
What made them
Like, you don't
geniuses?
think, like, okay, so in terms of, like...
but wait. But my explanation of genius would be not the end result, but it's like the budding flower. It's like genius is the spark.
Innovation.
Yeah. Genius innovation. So like, yeah, everything's built on top of other people's backs, and like we grow from that, and we have to have them so we can build our own stuff. And so like things aren't.
That sounds more of like an innovator. I don't consider innovators genius.
Yeah, but that's your
but that's what I'm
that's your
saying.
definition of, like-
I would say like somebody who innovates something has a flash of genius. I don't think genius.
Yeah, you have a flash. You're not a genius.
Yeah, I don't. I
A
would.
flash of genius, if you are the one that has the flash of genius, that would make you a genius, no?
No, because it's not. You're not always a genius. You had a flash of a moment that
Yeah.
was like,
But then
came to
you were a genius at one point in your life.
Totally.
Then everyone has been a genius at one point in their
No,
life.
I wouldn't say I have flash of genius.
Well, I mean,
Well,
but,
that's you downgrading. yourself.
but the whole conversation.
So then you're saying like
but the whole conversation is a spectrum. So
It
like
is. Everything's
that's
spectrum
the
is
thing.
subjective, but like
Yeah, because
that's what
like
I'm saying.
somebody who's how do I say it? Somebody who's just not bright might think I'm a genius because I wrote like it's like when I write
because you
stuff.
put a
people
book
go,
out, people would be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Like
you're
when
a genius." How
every
could
time
you
I
do
write
that?
something, people go like, "How do you just do that?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
And that's what I'm saying.
So
to Mozart, I mean to like Chopin and people that were like a Mozart, I don't think they considered him a genius.
No
To
way, not at the
Prince's-
time.
That's what I'm saying. To
Because it
Prince's
wouldn't make
peers
sense.
around him, he was not a genius. He's
And
just
maybe.
another. No, he was to Miles Davis. He had peers. They were obvious. We know who they were. Lionel, Little Richard. Like these people played with them. So or either they're all geniuses or what.
But it doesn't have to be
All
black.
geniuses
It doesn't
or
have,
nobody's a
It
genius?
doesn't have to be black or white. That's what I'm saying.
No, it
It's a
doesn't have to be
spectrum.
black or white,
That's
but
yeah,
why I
that's what I'm
think
saying. I'm like,
people are
But
geniuses.
what I'm
at the
saying
time.
is a person that anyone that could call someone a genius that person that they call a genius would say, "Oh, but no, there's someone way better at this than me."
Yeah, that's why it is
That's what
subjective.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but then but I would say like you don't think anybody's at the pinnacle of their game.
I mean,
Anybody ever.
Trey-
The
Trey-
guy who invented the polio vaccine, not at the Marie Curie, not
But-
at the pinnacle of their
but
game.
Trey-
Never a genius.
Trey
That's that
works
one
in
thing.
Absolute, like
he's an
he's more
absolutist.
Yeah,
That's one
I know.
thing. So you cured one thing while everything
You know.
else is failing.
Oh, sorry, you saved like millions, maybe billions
While
of lives. No big
billions
deal.
more perish.
So it's
Oh, so you're in the scheme of things, like you're not a genius because you didn't save everyone.
That's
Yeah.
what
You
I'm
only
saying.
saved a percentage of
What
people.
did I start by
I
saying?
mean, I
You
would
can be
say
smart at
Trey's
one thing.
pretty big in utilitarianism and absolutism.
Yeah, he's
There's
also like
what's the greatest good?
He's
And-
also a nihilist and an existentialist. He's an
I
existentialist
just
nihilist.
truly
That's
think
what he
we
is.
can all become anything you want, so don't belittle
So I
yourself.
can't become a genius because like I'll never
You
be
can
at the
think
top.
you're a genius. I just won't.
It's funny because Trey will be like, you can do everything you want, but then he's like, but I'm still the narrator of the story, so you could think that you're that,
But you're not.
But you're not.
In reality. Because I'm an absolutist. That's
It'd
how
be the
it is.
most fucked up children's book at the beginning. It's like, you can do whatever you want. Then like page 3, no, you can't, bitch.
Because in my eyes, you're shit.
You'll always be an illiterate kid.
It's like,
Your mom
okay,
doesn't
it's
love
like,
you.
yeah. Especially, I would think like in literary circles or something like, okay, Toni Morrison, fucking Ernest Hemingway, whoever. It's like,
Who did they get
No,
inspiration
they're
from?
shit.
But you know what though? Like, if you think about
They
this,
they created the craft that they do. They took no inspiration from someone.
That's
Everyone does.
what I'm saying. Like, we're standing
But
on the
you
shoulders
know
of
that.
giants. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
the bar is
everything
raised
that we've
every
ever
time.
created is
That's
based
all
off of the
I'm
earth
saying.
around
So
us.
anyone that we call a genius had someone that they looked at as a genius.
Yeah, and
that
genius-
we may not know.
Inspiration. Yeah.
That's why I think there's like-
creative endeavors. Like, it's all
and I
a
don't feel
form of
comfortable
imitation
calling
to a certain
someone a
extent.
genius that looked at someone as a genius.
That's okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
Which is why I feel there are no geniuses.
that's yeah. I mean, that's
It's very is that egalitarian? Do you know? Is that the right term to use?
ooh. I don't know.
Not exactly.
I'm not learning.
I mean,
in that
actually,
type of stuff.
in a weird way, it's kind of socialist. Like, we're either all geniuses
Or
or
no
none of
one's
us are
This
geniuses.
is very
is true.
that's very progressive of you, Trey. That might be the most progressive thing I've ever heard you say.
Well,
Which is
it
crazy
true
because
everyone has some innate ability, and just because you can do that thing better than me makes you a genius. No, it makes you good at that one thing.
But then you're looking at genius as like, I guess like I understand like somebody who's very good at their craft is not a genius because
No, they're
it's
just
like
skilled in that craft.
but you're saying like a genius is at the top of their game, not that
Can't be
they're very
overtaken.
that they're not
Smartest,
very skilled at something.
bestest, can't be overtaken.
some people would think that Tupac was a genius.
Some people are stupid.
But you
I think
I
he's-
mean, you
I
don't
think
have to
he's
say
fucking
it
genius.
like that.
You told me to be more direct.
Yeah, well, I was
I don't know. I think you're very direct.
I think you're
Trey.
super direct. I
I
meant
don't think anybody would doubt that.
I meant more when you ask questions because you're like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, bitch, yes, you do. Just say it.
No, yeah, but I could see how people would think that people are geniuses because they don't have that skill.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So when you look at that, like, oh my God, that person must be a genius because I can't even fathom having the skills to do that.
Yeah.
I don't look at life
And
like that.
And I think too that there's a sense that like I don't want to call it enlightenment, but like when somebody brings something that like gives to like
Spark.
yeah, but to a lot of people. So like Edison, light, just the light bulb I think was really what he did.
He had like 10,000 patents.
Yeah,
or
but I mean like the thing
He
is
stole a lot of them from his
that's what I was gonna
apprentices.
From his
say.
team.
Yeah, I was like
From his apprentices,
Yeah.
apprentices that we are
that
redacted from knowing.
Some of them might have been geniuses.
But well, I was
obviously they
gonna
were smarter
say
than
though.
that guy.
But I was gonna say if no one ever used the light, if it was like if it was like okay, VHS and beta's better. VHS, people would be like that was brilliant. Beta, no one ever knew
Well,
about.
that's why Nikola wasn't known at first because we didn't use AC.
Yeah, exactly. We use DC.
Director.
Did you know
AC
that he
was said to be more dangerous when it really wasn't? That was just propaganda.
Yeah, so
Did
I
you
think
see,
like,
like, he was-
that changes genius.
Nikola Tesla, they try to recruit him for like military things. Like he was actually, whereas Oppenheimer, he was very, he was regretted that his work was
Name
used
was
in a
attached.
violent militaristic means. Whereas Nikola Tesla, like he actually wanted to, he was thinking of all these different things. Like he was like, oh, if we ever get invaded by sea. He wanted to invent a machine where it would like make a mile tall tidal wave to like kill the enemy. He actually wanted.
See, I think of things.
That's crazy.
But that's dope. And I think of things like this now, like, okay, we're stifling people because who's to say that Nikola Tesla, if born today, wouldn't have been labeled ADHD or something, and been heavily medicated at this point.
But you think that labeling makes people what they are, and I get that.
And that it restricts their potential.
But I also understand.
Perception.
But there's sometimes labeling is very important for the sense of you being able to ask other people what they have done in a similar scenario. Because like for depression or ADHD or something like that, if a person's like struggling with that, and because they have the label, then they have more knowledge and they can ask like, oh, this person has that thing.
But if we had more information and say these people, say Einstein, a Tesla, maybe they did have something different, and you could then associate and say, I have the same thing that they had. But we just don't do that. We call them geniuses or savants.
Well, I mean, I think creation and ideas is something you also have to like there's some mental power there and also something you have to feed. Like
feed the beast.
Yeah, you know how it is making music.
Yeah, but sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. It's really just like.
But when you feel like you're making,
about it?
when you feel like you're making something that's like empty in comparison to like something that's not empty, like you usually can feel the difference.
I think everyone can though.
Yeah,
and I think that's not even just creative things. Like
exactly,
in like a scientific thing, like you can tell like, is this useful? Is this applicable to different things, or is it just like for the sake of like creating something?
Well, I'll just say there can be genius. You can feel you're a genius.
Well, yeah. Like to cool. Speak of genius in my view, did you hear that Tupac is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Do you think it's overdue? I thought he had a star.
Well, I mean, because you don't actually have to earn a star. You kind of just buy it, right? Like you have to pay. From what I've heard,
it's a petition,
30 G's or something. You petition, then you have to pay.
You pay a fee, upfront fee, then you pay a maintenance fee.
Because like I know it's very Hollywood focused, but was it what's her name? Princess Leia. Carrie Fisher. Yeah, Carrie Fisher just got a star.
Yeah.
And Tupac just got a star. And like,
what's Carrie Fisher done?
Well, R.I.P. Carrie Fisher.
Sorry, but what has she done?
I mean,
besides Star Wars, I'm pretty sure she was like a known figure in that time.
Philanthropy and everything else.
But also like,
just for existing.
Yes.
Got it.
But we do that a lot for stars.
Yeah, people are fanatical.
I mean,
it's a cult of celebrity. Like, yes, that a lot of the all of Hollywood is attributed to the cult of celebrity, but it's like, I mean, the fact that even though she hasn't really been making a lot of music, films in the last 30 years or something besides Star Wars, it's like, but we still know her name. Whereas like same thing with Tupac, it's like he hasn't made any new music. He hasn't been here, but it's like we all know his name. Like,
I feel like both their contributions to their crafts though are different.
Yeah, very much. I wouldn't compare them.
That's a hard comparison for me to even fathom.
But it's like any name you pick off the Hollywood Walk of Fame, it's like 50%. Like I don't know what.
Okay, what about Ludacris?
I actually went back on his discography. He was killing it from 2000 to 2004.
He had hits,
yeah.
No, like he had every hit.
No, he was like the hit maker. He still gets paid like 30, 40 G's for a public
music
appearance.
from 2000 to 2004. Like I would say is equal to being like a Star Wars star.
Well,
it's the amount of time. If you think about like
Donald Trump has a star on the Walk of Fame.
It's 4 years of hype. That's she was easily over 4 years of hype for Star Wars.
But that's why I said her contribution. She was just an actress in the movie.
Well, you can say that about any Hollywood star.
But we're comparing her to a dude that at least wrote what made him famous for.
I'm not saying
that's my whole.
I'm not talking about the comparison of work. I'm just saying a household
notoriety.
Name. Just a household name. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
as a genre, like science fiction is defined by Star Wars, whereas I would say like hip hop can be defined in a certain respect by Tupac's music, his contribution to like music.
Is it going to be a music star or an acting star? Because they put the little symbol down the bottom.
I mean, he was really good in Poetic Justice.
I don't know, actually. That's a good. I don't know.
Because you can't put they don't do two
No, and
symbols.
he's
It's only
been
one.
actually, I guess, at the height of both.
You right? That's
He was in Gridlocked,
really-
so that's.
I'm talking about Ludacris.
Oh,
Oh, you're talking about Luda. I was talking about Tupac.
He would get a music
Poetic
star
Justice?
for sure.
Come on, guys. Like,
I don't know. It's
a music star. Yeah. I was talking about Luda.
Oh, but like,
Luda's got to be a music star.
yeah, no, for sure. But Tupac had
Been
fucking
in
Juice.
7 Fast and Furious.
Did you not? Did you not appreciate?
I know.
Did you not appreciate Juice?
Cult classic, not mainstream. You ask anyone that's maybe.
Well, you could say
different
Star Wars was cult classic. I mean,
It
it's
was,
mainstream
but
now.
it was at least on the mainstream.
In mainstream now.
It hit mainstream. Poetic Justice never hit mainstream.
Wish it did, because that was a great movie.
It was a good movie, but it's not like a. Star
You got the
Wars.
Juice now, dog. I know that's a different movie, but that's the only two I'm
Omar
quoting from. But
Epps,
like, dude,
you got the Juice.
Omar
now.
Epps, does he have a fucking story on the Walk of Fame? Omar Epps
Probably
needs
not.
one.
That's what I'm saying,
Bro.
That's-
Can we start a Kickstarter to like
We
raise
get
funds
Omar
for
Epps?
Omar Epps? Bro,
Nipsey Hussle just got a star, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he got a star before Tupac. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is crazy. Because like,
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, okay.
subjectively, like Tupac has a
Impact.
had a great impact.
Was way, yeah.
But in
she
terms
should
of,
have had a
like-
star in the 90s.
Yeah,
Late 90s, because he came out, he died in 96, so he should have had a star like at least between 97 and 99.
yeah,
Latest, early 2000s. Here it
But,
is,
like,
2023.
yeah. I mean, it's great.
I'm sure Biggie has a star.
I was about to ask, how'd you know?
You didn't even have to get it out. I'm
What
sure
other like
Biggie has
hip hop
a star.
artists have had one besides Ludacris?
Well, Dr. Dre just got his.
Oh, he just got it last couple years or so.
I think the last couple
Okay,
years.
for sure he
DJ
needs
Khaled
one.
has one.
Oh, DJ Khaled has not. had an
Eminem
impact.
got one.
I think DJ Khaled has had like
50
impact
Cent
on the
just
2000s.
got his.
Okay,
It was 50.
but he's like film, music. Ice Cube, he's got to have one, right? Cube's
We
got to
would
go.
think, right?
I hope so.
Snoop.
I think.
Oh, Snoop's got.
No, but
I
these
think
are
he
all
has one.
recent. These are all
I
within
feel
like
like
5 years.
I feel like he had one, and then Martha Stewart was there, like in the
No, she
introduction.
was.
No, that's what I'm saying.
She
I'm
was.
not-
Yeah, she was.
I feel
She
like
was,
they
she
are
was.
homies. Like they actually hang out.
Oh, for
like,
sure. No,
on the-
Snoop's eclectic.
Yeah.
He is an eclectic dude.
He can get along with anybody.
He'd
It's
be a
Uncle
good guy
Snoop.
to invite to like, when people say like, who would you invite to a dinner? Snoop.
He's like the safest gangster anyone can name. Snoop Dogg. He's got a kid show for crying out loud.
He does.
I feel like he's not as wholesome as the public would believe, but I feel like Nipsey was pretty wholesome in his cause and everything. Very much so.
Yeah, very much so. But yeah,
Like he's very like
perception. No,
Yeah.
Nipsey had.
bad.
I mean, age wise,
bad
put them at
PR.
the same ages. No, their perception. If Nipsey could have got to Snoop's age, maybe his perception could have got
Because
to
like,
how Snoop's
oh man,
is,
like
but-
his.
But you
his,
have to- when Snoop was in his 30s, he was looked at as a gangster.
yeah. For the longest, just the last 10 years, if that, maybe 5 years.
I would say 20, just because like people knew the name and he was kind of aging out in the last 20. Like he had the
Well,
Pharrell
because you know when
songs
he
and
lived
stuff.
in where was it, Claremont or something? We
up
all
at Padua, yeah,
all
Padua.
our IE homies like know that he lives in the IE and
Yeah, I
claimed it.
definitely
He claimed
been by
it.
his pad. Yeah, up Padua. He had like the 2 Dobermans or whatever on the gate.
Yeah, the Lakers court, right?
That was the
Lakers basketball
backyard.
court
Yeah,
in the
basketball
back?
court. Yeah. It was
We
up,
all saw it on Cribs.
up Padua.
Yeah.
Yeah, up at the very top of Padua.
It's-
Not even at the very top. Just up a little bit, up past baseline on Padua.
Yeah, he was not too elitist, just elitist enough.
I mean, but when the house was new,
But that was
probably
back.
the highest.
That was back in the day.
It
That
was
back in
probably
the day.
the
That was probably the.
It was
biggest
probably
house
the
in
big. It's probably the last house they built. Yeah, because they had newer houses.
What you looking at over there?
I'm looking at the rappers with their stars.
Who
on
we
the-
got?
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy
Yeah.
to think that Tupac hasn't had a star.
I feel like
It's crazy. is
Curtis
the,
Blow should have one.
the first rapper
To get a star?
To get a
Yeah.
star was Queen Latifah.
Oh hell yeah,
Set it off
for sure.
That's
for
such
sure.
a good
Oh, Salt and
movie.
Pepper gotta have a fucking star, right? What?
Did
That
he?
is fucking crazy.
Did he just got-
Did he got one in he was the second person to get
Okay,
one.
Did he?
Pharrell?
For-
Okay,
that's-
Pharrell. Yeah. Did he
Outcast.
No.
Pharrell? Ooh.
LL Cool
But that would
J.
be like individual. You need one.
They don't like you have to break them up.
Outcast. Yeah, they got to bring a
They
big
got-
boy
yeah.
Andre.
Yeah, LL Cool J.
Because all these people transitioned.
LL Cool
And then
J.
Pitbull. I don't call Pitbull a rapper.
He's Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, he is
but-
worldwide, though.
Then Ice Cube.
That's what I'm saying. All these people
Mr.
transitioned.
305.
Everyone you named transitioned.
Yeah. But Cypress Hill, that's
Uh,
a weird one.
I can see them petitioning for it, and Be Real does make a lot of money with cannabis.
Yeah,
he still does. They're still very active.
Very true.
Him and
They're
Sendog.
very active.
Fiddy,
Is it just
Missy,
Sendog?
DJ
Okay,
Khaled, Ice-T,
Ice-T, yeah.
and then Luda was the last.
I feel like
See what I'm saying?
I feel like
Dude, there's only like
Ice-T in the modern
15?
It's crazy.
in the modern age, Ice-T is more known as a actor than a rapper.
Fucking Law and Order.
Yeah, dude, he was prolific on Law and Order.
He's great, man.
He's on SVU, right? I think he was SVU.
Yeah.
What up?
SVU, not just regular Law and Order.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it was an
yeah.
LL Cool J on that too.
Maybe guess.
No, I
not.
think he was.
Oh
like,
no, he was on
something.
not CSI.
CSI, he was on one of those.
other
shows.
one.
Yeah, he was on
Other
one
one.
of those shows.
Not Jag or some shit. It was the other one.
A Jack.
Do you think? You think J. Cole called up Jay-Z and was like, "Yo, bro, start growing dreads. Ours look exactly the same. Like
Jay-Z does have them like homeless man dreads.
fix. You know what they almost look like? They almost look like
Josh, you can't talk if you're not on camera.
yeah, that's not allowed.
That's not allowed.
The front of it almost looks like what's the dude from UCLA, Tiger, the point guard. You ever see it? I think it's
UCLA basketball.
basketball. His name was like Tiger.
Oh, their new prospect.
Well, I think this was like he's got one more year.
Okay,
but
no, I
he
don't
played
know
with Patrick. Dude, like thick, like just one piece, like epic,
Thick.
Yeah, so what
Just
J's look like
epic.
in the front. It's just like one piece.
What do we got to get to? We got to get to this little Durkio. Durkio did numbers, dude.
Speaking of music,
Yeah, he did numbers. I'm surprised. Do you think?
I was surprised because, like I said, the album's not bad.
Crank this down. I'm sorry. There we go. I'm just being timid. I know. I'm being timid with it. I gotta crank it down.
Yeah, the album's not bad, but I was impressed. Like for people, because some people don't really understand what that means.
That mean okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for an act that's not say label priority
Yeah,
to get over 100K first week is huge.
Do you think it's because of his social presence?
It has to 100% has to be.
totally.
Because he's like always been up there. I haven't seen him like dip for a while.
Where
Just like known in his like social media online presence, he's always.
oh
been,
yeah, no,
always been
he's
very active.
and he's leveraged. I think he's
got a really good team.
He has to because he's leveraged his associations with say Drake,
Yeah.
Savage, like
I'm
you
not-
know the ones you need
There's
to
no
be.
shade on him himself. I'm just saying. I think he has a really good team.
No, because that's what people are saying now that him and NBA are beefing, and NBA saying because of Dirk's affiliates, no one wants to work with NBA.
Oh damn.
NBA YoungBoy.
I like NBA.
I like NBA too, but he's just saying he feels blackballed because he's like Drake don't want to work with me because he's got a closer relationship with Dirk. Basically, he's like all the bigs don't want to work with me because of Dirk.
Damn.
I actually like.
I don't know how that works.
I like NBA a little
Well,
more than.
the thing
in terms
is-
of work, I like NBA more than Dirk.
I mean, Dirk did talk about it on Academics podcast, and it is true. It's like that whole thing, though, when they're kind of choosing sides, is because what NBA stuck his nose into was over death, over King Von's death.
Oh damn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like with Dirk, it's kind of not like, okay, if you want to mess with him, that's totally fine, but we ain't ever doing nothing.
Yeah. Got you.
And that's what it is.
Sticky situations in the
Little
entertainment
sticky.
business.
Yeah, a little sticky, especially
Don't-
when you get street stuff involved.
Yeah. That's where you don't put your nose where it doesn't belong, I guess.
That's kind of why he's just like, he don't have a problem with NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
He's like, obviously NBA got a problem with me, but I don't have a problem with him.
Yeah.
I just making sure that it's very known
Damn.
that if you do mess with him,
Yeah.
we ain't messing together.
Yeah,
It's not anything personal, no beef. It's just
Yeah.
Well, I guess to keep it in the hip hop music sphere, have y'all listened to the Spiderman soundtrack album with Metro?
Boomin'.
Metro.
What is
boomed
it called?
on
Across the Spider Verse just
Yeah.
came out.
I think it comes out next week. Does it come out?
I think
already?
it's out. I think it's out. I think
I'm sleeping.
I'm super excited to see that. There's a lot of media coming out with that too. Like not just the soundtrack, which I thought was pretty good.
It was
pretty
really good.
for
man.
what it was.
For what
It was
it
So like,
was.
did you hear about Dr. Umar was like saying because like
swimming with the milk, swimming in the milk,
yeah,
as, as he likes to say.
the snow bunnies,
Yeah,
snow bunnies.
swimming in the milk.
I mean, like
He said the same thing about Little Mermaid too.
Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah. What would you say about that? What would you guys say about that?
About what?
As far as that, I feel like we're just at a time where there's so much stuff going on. They just try to throw everything in one pot, so they got to be inclusive.
Oh, for the okay.
So it's like, yeah, they have to. Miles Morales.
I mean, because yeah. Because like I would say, like okay. So it's in the, if you want to look at it strictly from the comics universe, but at the same time, it's like Issa Rae is voicing Spider-Woman.
Yeah,
which is like dope.
Dude. Oscar Isaac is the.
But this is like supposed to be like a different universe,
he's the
right?
Spider-Man 2049ers. Or whatever.
I mean,
this is like a whole different verse, right?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it goes off the idea that there's like, the infinite the multiverse.
Because you've seen the Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I assume you haven't because you don't watch movies, but I think you would really like it. I think it's really good.
It's a cartoon, right?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, it's good, man.
I haven't watched an animated movie in a long time, dude.
It's funny, but it's because like you loved Batman Beyond, right?
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Are you thinking like
that's fluttering with anime though, and I feel like these new things are like I don't like the way it looks. That's why I don't watch them. Like that whole like Kid Cudi movie.
I didn't see it.
Well, I haven't seen that, but I'm like, oh my god,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Wait, so you don't like anime, or you do?
I don't mind anime, but I don't like the whole like it's like loose and tight drawn kind of stuff of like the Spider-Man.
What does that mean?
I just don't like the way it's animated.
Okay,
like how everything bleeds over, and
I don't like that. I don't.
Not
like
always,
it.
but that's how they accent. That's how they accent things.
I don't like it.
Well, because I feel like especially now, because like let's say anime is becoming like very popular.
Anime. I don't mind it,
and I think a lot of
so good
modern animation is like kind of aping it in terms of aesthetics, which like you could definitely see that inspiration in Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, but I feel like they embrace it. I went to school with some people who actually worked on the first one, and I'm sure they probably actually worked on the second one too. Some people from there, like shout out like all the fucking animators, crazy achievement, because like
that's wild.
Any animated movie, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, dog.
Yeah, I just don't like the way it looks, so I just refuse from watching it.
I think we should watch this.
I don't like. I'll have to close my eyes because I don't like the way it looks. Like I never liked animation.
It's crazy. I just realized right now, like, yes, you're a cusp, like you're a cusper, but you're very like that's. I just heard.
Are you bringing it that way?
Yeah, dude. I was just thinking right now, like
bringing it that way.
Yeah,
you talking about those?
I'm just saying
the May Geminis versus the June Geminis.
No, I'm just saying he's a Taurus. Like he's like if you listen to Trey the whole conversation today, it's like it's not how. That's not like I'm not gonna move from this spot. This is it. That's how it is. Because he's
like an Earth sign.
Yeah, like he's so
grounded. Very grounded.
You are,
but it's almost too fucking grounded, bro. Sometimes I'm like
grounded in what I see as reality.
That's the thing. I'm like, damn, you're just not gonna tell Josh. Yes, somebody's a genius. You're just like, nope, no one.
Nobody's.
But I'm not telling him he can't think that.
Yeah, I know. But you're
like, but you're like, in my eyes, you'll never be
wrong.
A genius.
You're fucking wrong.
And there's never, and there will never be any geniuses.
That's the funny part, because I think like you do like hype people up in the sense like, oh no, you can think whatever you want, but then at the end it's like, but I don't. But you're wrong.
We'll never think you.
We're not.
But it gets canceled out because I don't think that you should ever be categorized by how other people view you.
No, but the way people view you,
but your personal opinion is very strong in that.
But it's just my personal opinion. I don't like to voice my personal opinion most of the time.
I don't know. I feel like you do like to do because it comes out.
He's been holding in for so long that we're just getting the juice that's been squeezed for fucking years, bro.
No, I could be a lot more, but I just personally, you do whatever you want. But when you're asking me,
personally,
but it does matter a bit. Like the way that people see other people affects how everything like
we do live in a society after all.
Yeah, shared reality.
But what I'm saying is the way I look at you shouldn't affect you more than the way you look at yourself.
I agree. But
that's that's a shared.
But if 100 of yous look at me one way, that will affect me.
No,
not what I think about myself. How the world interacts with
shared,
me.
The shared reality of
your art.
Yeah, that is true. You. That's why you just don't want to be a bad person.
So never get famous.
Or just when you have bad ideas like I do, I just refrain from saying them.
We're getting actually, yeah. I gotta commend you. Cheers, man.
Getting into a little bit of self censorship, I guess.
Yeah.
you just refrain from saying
I guess to bring it back in, what did you guys feel about this? The Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack. You guys like any of the
great.
tracks?
Yeah, good,
all
good bring it
the
back in.
Afrobeat songs, I love them.
Yeah.
Coil Ray song, great.
Yep.
All the songs with Don Toliver, great.
Great.
Offset songs, great.
Great.
Impressed.
Offset JID,
Yep.
great.
Jitty Jitty. It's great.
I like GID.
And even both of both the James Blake songs are great.
Great.
One is
Dragged
a
on a
little bit
little
draggy. Yeah, but they're great.
Both great. The second one's better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Way better. Yeah.
That's all but
It's got more range. I like the first one. Though.
I do.
I like the first one. Though. I was listening to it last night. I was like,
once it gets to 2 minutes, you got to skip.
It's a
got-
James Blake song.
I just got super high and it was just like in my own shit.
Yeah.
I was not as crazy on the fucking chorus. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
but like
but
the
James-
rest of the track,
James-
It's dope.
Yeah.
I love how that song starts.
Yeah.
Like with the sample and then the way Metro chopped it and reversed it, and then James Blake comes in.
I think
money, but yeah, the
I
hook.
hope to see more work from both of those.
James
them two
Blake,
working together in the future.
he has a
they
lot
have-
of dope songs with rappers.
Yeah.
This
But then,
week.
like,
the
I think
way
with
his-
Metro has a really good taste that he could like.
Well,
they can
Metro's
melt
just
together.
showing you because he's gonna come, I think, with the whole joint weekend album. He's just showing the range of really what Metro can do. Because a
Yeah.
lot of those songs, like the ones where they're like Sway Lee or Coil Ray,
Yeah.
it's giving you that taste of like if it just had different vocals.
Yeah, dude, the Sway, even the first song,
I
Sway
was
Lee
not
sounded.
feeling that. I was not feeling.
I think Sway Lee sounded great. On the
Some of
first
his
song.
songs sound good. One of them, I was like,
I feel like they were just trying. I feel like they were trying to like rehash a sunflower.
Sunflower, yeah. They were. They were.
It's like they
Definitely.
could have gotten fucking what is it, Slim Jimmy on there and shit. But you know they're not going to.
Yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Also, the Nas song, great.
I was all right.
Last song,
Very last one.
Nas Morales wasn't feeling it.
I did not like that first
feeling it.
ASAP. That I like the second one a lot. Did not like
yeah.
the first one.
The first one
Yeah.
wasn't it.
I thought it was kind of.
First
Yeah.
one wasn't it.
It
the
wasn't
second
like
song.
it wasn't like
I-
Boo Boo, but it
I
was
I
like
wasn't
yeah.
feeling not, but okay.
I skipped that one.
Nas Morales, I was feeling when the beat flipped because the beat flipped about a minute into it.
Yeah,
but I didn't like the overall feel.
I didn't either. It was like that, like too much, like New York type. I
like it.
I wasn't feeling.
I just felt like I wonder if Metro did that so he could, because Hit Boy.
Well, I feel like
took
there was
shots.
joint production on all the songs.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we just didn't look at it like Metro. It was a Metro album, like Metro presents
Metro and Friends,
exactly. But I feel like there was a joint production on almost every song.
probably. I mean, it's like, dude, do you want to like produce a whole album with like 30 different stars?
Well, no,
yourself?
because I did. I heard at least like 2 or 3 other producer tags.
Oh yeah, yeah.
any
yeah,
big
yeah.
names on there?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This is a slip in my mind. I think probably Buddha Blessed was on there. I think some other like Atlanta,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I want to say that there was other producers, but it was just presented as a Metro Boomin. So you'd have to look at the credits, but I feel like it was other people on there too.
It's a pretty good.
That was my hot take. I feel like it's better than like the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Wait, which one? First one or the second one?
The
First-
one where Kendrick
That was pretty freaking good.
It was good, but it was like
wasn't listenable. It was like this is literally
Oh,
like
this is listenable for sure.
this is listenable, and at the same time, I don't know how, but movie music.
Yeah, yeah. And like some songs are straight up movies song. Like,
That's what
yeah.
the Hummingbird to me is like. You waking up, brushing your teeth, type of. It's a movie song. Like yeah, it's almost like for a soundtrack. The listenability of it is
pretty wild.
really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that first the first ASAP track, it has Mike Dean was on there too.
But
He
that's-
produced my Mike. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I feel like every
there's four
song
producers-
has
producers
yeah. I
that's
feel
on
like every song has
You're right.
has multiple production. Like he just did a whole cool feature album, pulling all the homies.
Yeah.
Do you know Landon Wayne? Who's Landon Wayne?
No, I don't know that
Okay,
name.
Landon
I don't
Wayne
know
and
that.
Peter Lee Johnson are the other producers. on
Okay,
there.
but see, that's the thing when people use their real names.
real names,
it sucks.
yeah.
yeah.
true.
'cause it's like-
That's
Who
like when you
uses-
see Scott Mescudi on all the
Yeah, it's
old.
like
you're
Kid Cudi or
yeah,
who
oh,
is that?
I heard
damn.
that. I heard the new one is supposed to be good. New Kid Cudi.
Is it out?
Oh, I heard
it's
no.
not out yet.
The track he put out. Actually, I hate Kid Cudi. I listened to the whole thing.
I'm not a big fan of him either.
I hate Kid
Not a
Cudi
big fan.
except for.
I like some
songs.
stuff. I like
Second-
Yeah,
the
a couple
I like some
songs.
stuff,
was
but
good.
I'm not a big.
But yeah, no, I listened to the whole song because it was actually really good. I was like,
Damn.
oh, Kid Cudi. Damn.
It's called like Insano.
It's
like
called
the
something.
new
It
album.
was
It's like
straight. Yeah, it was something
kinda
straight.
silly.
I did mess with it.
He's got that space though. He can be like,
Yeah, no, he's
got
got
that
some
forgiveness.
creative license. Yeah,
Only because he worked with Kanye.
No, I think it was before that. I think he's had forgiveness ever since his first album.
since his like the Man on the Moon or whatever. Like his like he has like a very wide fan base. You know when we went
Kids
to like,
really like connect with that whole like. I think because he was super depressed his
White
first
kids.
album.
Well,
no, dude.
I think a lot of his propelling him to stardom is white kids because like we went to those masses back in the day. And
Most
like,
black kids, like that hood black kids, didn't listen to Kid Cudi.
No,
Didn't even know
no,
Kid
no.
Cudi
But
was.
I'm not saying it's only white kids. Like I think like
That propelled him, yeah. Though.
No,
And
but
what kept
mean-
him is Kanye.
I think so.
I think also like Asians and like
Oh, well, when I
Hispanic.
mean
yeah,
white, I just mean not like
Asians.
inner city black. Like it's not.
you should
hood
just say
stuff.
not black people.
Well, it's the same thing like with the Chance the Rapper. His core audience isn't. His core audience isn't. Let's say his.
Well, not now.
block.
Not now.
Yeah.
Acid rap.
I think even acid rap
Still,
was.
that
No,
was
no, that's
awkward.
what I'm saying.
That
That's what I'm
music
saying.
was weird
It was who it was
for
for.
when it was out.
It
Yeah,
was who it was for.
yeah, it was good though.
It was who it was
That's what I'm
for.
saying.
Never liked
It's like,
his
what
voice.
I'm saying is Childish Gambino.
Yeah,
Who is his target demographic? It ain't people sitting on the block.
no.
Well,
That's
I mean,
all I'm saying.
It's almost
Yeah.
now more people who listen to like R&B
But
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. It's a different
interesting
demographic.
because it's like
It's like a Jaden Smith. He's not targeting. He's not.
He's selling water.
yeah, but
he's a busy
Jaden Smith
boy.
was like
he ain't rapping.
well,
like,
I guess
You know what I
Jaden
mean.
Smith and Childish Gambino's kind of arcs are very similar if you think about it because like
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Childish
basically
Gambino's
saying all
always
their-
been in Hollywood his whole life.
I'm
Or
saying
not
all
his
their
whole life,
fan
but, like,
bases was exactly the same as say
I loved it in
a Mac
Community.
Miller or like Jack Harlow.
Yeah. Donald
But-
Glover is, I'm not going to say genius because I know you'll shoot that one down, but he's like brilliant.
he's very innovative.
Yeah.
It's like a Key and Peele. He was
innovative.
able to. He's like, or like a Dave Chappelle. He was able to take something that was so, let's say, ethnic, but
make it more palatable.
yeah.
That's what they did.
I mean, you have a writer, then an
But
actor
like
on
I
a
would
show,
say, I
then
wouldn't
a
call
rapper,
him a
then
genius
movie.
because I know for sure it's Darren Glover and his brother that did most of the writing.
Yeah.
And he even gives credit to his brother as
Yeah.
being the forefront of his.
Well, if you
success.
think about that, like look at the Weeknd, like it's a very unique sound that he has now. But like you saw that House of Balloons, like when that was somebody else's sound.
That's all I'm
So-
saying. Like he's not making beats, he's not curating,
Mm-hmm.
he's not producing himself. He's a fixture of a thing, but it's a whole team that's really making this cog move.
I guess
We like to idolize one
to bring
such
it
as
back
life.
though. I feel like
Yeah, I know.
in terms of like say like
Literally.
the whole thing, like Prince controlled the whole aspect. Like
We
he
would
was
like to
writing-
think that, but he didn't play on. He didn't play. He could play every part on his records, but he didn't.
No, but he orchestrated everything. No, wouldn't you say that?
Okay, but that's like Quincy Jones. He didn't actually play.
Well, I know, but I would say Quincy Jones is pretty genius. So I
But
know
that's why I
where we
put
disagree.
I put Prince in a realm like that. Prince was above average as a musician. He was almost savant level as a musician. Producer level, next level.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to say he's a genius because literally on all of his songs, he did play a lot of. But there's other players on
Yeah, I
all
know,
the
I
music.
know. But like, I feel like
It's just
he-
like Stevie Wonder. You
for
would
the
think
most part,
that
Yeah.
he was
he
like
had writers and help. Like Stevie had two white dudes that were his biggest co-writers.
But like, I'm just saying, like
Those white dudes.
Prince was involved at like
but we don't know who they like. You know, if you don't know, you wouldn't know.
But Prince was involved at like every level of it.
All these
Whereas
people
not-
are, but I'm saying there's other people that are
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
There's engineers. There's
I'm not
mixing
going to let you
masters.
guys get back into that conversation.
Yeah, I
Good.
know. I was like, I
There's
knew
no
there'd be some
geniuses.
kickback. I guess like
Fucking-
also
fucking
also
geniuses.
There's no
okay,
geniuses.
okay.
Fuck 'em.
What
Let's
do you
hit the
guys think
last
about-
quick roll
What do you
quick.
guys think about Hillbillies?
Well, I was going
Great.
to say it's been a really great week
That
for
leads us
music.
where we need to go. Yeah,
It's been a really great week for music, man.
it really has.
Like,
Because
if you
it's been
think
slow.
about it-
It's been slow.
Yeah.
That
Good-
last couple months, yeah.
Good album, a couple good singles, like kind of across the bar singles. I mean, I'll say like Hillbillies. I don't know if you I know it's not a single, but it's a one and
It's
I, don't
Lucy.
think,
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I
Yeah.
don't think it's great. I don't think it's.
no,
anything
but I think
great
it's.
about
I
it.
think if you, like,
But I think it lets you know what's going on because it gives you a glimpse into what Kendrick's doing.
I feel
Yeah.
like. Do you think that
He's
like
having fun.
Do you think that's the same thing as like it's the same
And
level
Keem's
as like
always getting
America? America has got a problem. Like you think it's the same thing as like he's just on there. He's having fun. It's indicative of what he's doing.
I think it's bigger. I think it's because like he's breaking out of the TDE and he's being very calculated on how everything now is presented because it's all him. So I think this is all
he's very calculated. I think he's very
just,
smart in that. He's got a lot of business sense for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like this is the beginning of a rollout for his second wind.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of new music and new stuff will be coming from Kendrick.
So this is like going to be a departure from like Big Steppers type of thing, like.
No, maybe just another like full foot in that direction. Exactly.
Like not just like this is intro to this. This is like we're going on.
Maybe going deeper. Yeah.
And I would say on that song though too, like Baby Keem to me, every time I hear him, he gets better. Like I was like on that album, I was like, damn, bro, like I think he's gonna blow up. And
I don't have like a strong response to him yet. Maybe I'll like him more that I listen to him because maybe I think like every track I hear him on, I'm like, oh, this is a Kendrick track. This isn't a Baby Keem track.
Yeah,
he's written a lot of tracks for Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
No. But like, I still think like the figurehead. I think like, I just think Kendrick, and I'm like, oh, this is a Kendrick track. Even if Baby Keem is like,
yeah.
I guess.
Have you listened to Baby Keem's album?
No.
So good.
That's what you should do.
It's so good. But that's what I'm saying. But that's what we do. We call, there's,
yeah.
Kendrick's hard, but Baby Keem's hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't, when they're doing stuff together, it's obviously they feel like they're at least at somewhat of a respectable level together.
Yeah.
It's not like he's carrying him or he's carrying him.
I guess I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I just want to pin that because we'll come back to Kendrick and Hillbillies and that. But just to throw it in there, going hard, because I think you said going hard, the Bring Me the Horizon song with fucking...
Oh, well, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Palumbo,
like,
man.
Are you guys listening to anything right now that's like catching your attention? So
I love Bring Me the Horizon. Their stuff's hit or miss because you don't know if they're going to be like a pop like song.
Yeah, they only go one way. They don't go like yeah.
It's like it depends on what you're looking for. But they did a song with Daryl from Glassjaw and Uzi, but
Mr. Palumbo.
Yeah, but dude, Daryl sounded
Mr. Vert takes a little bit of a back step.
He was unnecessary on the track.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Uzi.
I think it's a nice like segue for him to get into the segment more, but like yeah, he was not necessary.
It's a good way to put a rapper's name on a song.
That's all it was.
Yeah,
they
just need that bridge.
Yeah. That was all it was. It wasn't for anything else.
Well, you guys showed it to me, and I heard it for the first time before we started recording. I was like, that shit is hard as fuck. Like
it's heavy.
I like that.
Daryl sounded great.
Yeah,
he sounds really good. Like, and he's older.
Doesn't he have like Crohn's or something?
That's what they told us.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing.
Yeah, because like I heard that can like debilitate with like voice or physical things. So I was like,
that was like the lure around Glassjaw. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was
because it was like he was always sick or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think
limited their touring performances.
Yeah, I think he does have
like,
Crohn's,
but I don't know. Actually,
or lupus.
I never looked it up.
I think it's Crohn's. I think you're right.
Yeah, because lupus that's a little bit heavy as well. So
it can be.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of also take pills for almost everything, and
it just depends how bad it
where it is. Yeah. But listening to that. The Into the Spider or Across the Spider soundtrack. Start watching a new show called The Yellow Jackets.
Oh, I heard good things.
It's fucking crazy.
I heard I heard it's
network
crazy.
Is it on
FX or something, right?
Yeah, I'm watching on Hulu.
Oh, it's on TV.
Yeah,
okay. Hulu.
But like, just a quick thing. It's basically like Lord of the Flies and Lost. It's like those two stories together, but it's an all-girl soccer team that kind of gets like crash landed out in the wilderness, and so it's like part psychological thriller, part like survival.
Okay, that makes some sense because like I had no idea about the premise of it, and I've heard some crazy shit about
Who snaps first?
So obviously, like who it is.
I mean,
All-Star.
What's crazy is the way they set it up is, you see a brief shot of like a future thing, and then it tells the story. But like they tease like
who's some big names in that? Is like
Elijah Wood's random in it the second season. Yeah,
is Niecy Nash
so there's
in there?
hobbits in there.
I mean, he gets to always kind of look a little Frodo.
I mean, he was Yellow Man.
I loved him in what was that movie? October Sky.
Oh, was he in October?
Red October.
Oh no, wasn't that? That was Jake Gyllenhaal. That was Jake Gyllenhaal.
He wasn't in Rocket.
October Sky. Rocket Boys.
I'm thinking of
Spiderman.
Wasn't he
no, the
in-
water one, the one where they had to go. He rides a dirt bike. Elijah Wood rides a dirt bike with his girlfriend up the mountain to stop the tidal wave from getting him at the end. Remember,
Jake
he
Gyllenhaal.
spots Elijah Wood spots the freaking like meteoroid that's coming for Earth, and then it ends up
Day
hitting
After
her.
Tomorrow?
Deep Impact?
Day After Tomorrow.
No, it's that Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
No, I'm telling you,
I was
it's
just
Elijah
saying
Wood. If we just looked at his IMDb, it would be.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I was gonna say Seabiscuit.
that. With the horse.
The horse.
The horse
with the
tries to
blind
stop the
horse?
meteor.
That's the one you were thinking about.
No.
It's the horse that stops the meteor.
What's his name? Elijah Wood.
Yeah. But what's the chick in Natural Born Killers?
Julia.
She's in it.
Juliette
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah, she's in it.
Is Niecy Nash in there? Do you know who Niecy Nash is?
I don't think so.
Do you remember Reno 911?
Oh, I loved it. I think it is Deep Impact. Is he
That's
in that
her.
movie?
I
Yeah.
believe. that's
Elijah
her.
Wood's in Deep
Christina
Impact?
Ricci's in it.
Yeah, it is Deep Impact. That's the movie I was talking about.
Told you.
Yeah, you were right. Yeah,
Deep Impact.
I never even seen it, but I knew somehow.
But yeah,
I love Christina Ricci. I think
That
I got
darn
a crush
cat?
on her. I think.
huh?
She was in That Darn Cat. Remember that movie?
Was she? I remember she was Wednesday.
She was
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Was she in Casper?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Did they have her doing a lot of dead stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then she's in the new Wednesday.
Yeah. is
She
also-
was in
Also good.
I've never seen it,
Jenna Ortega.
and I heard it's good. But Black Snake Moan.
I never
She has some.
saw
She has
it.
some screen caps from that. Which
Yeah.
I am like, wow, I should see that movie.
Yeah, I forgot about that. She's like chained up or something.
And then on Vlognaut, we can't go, but it should be dope.
Yeah, the Nah.
Oh, because
We'll
we're
be
gonna be
gone.
out of the country.
Yeah, we'll be out of the
Yeah.
I was
I
so
said
bummed.
that
I
to
was like,
friends.
"Oh, when is it?" I was like, "Why does that weekend sound so familiar?"
Nah.
Dang, that's
damn.
Do you think
that weekend.
Do you think they could sneak Frank in there to do some rehab on his image? Because, bro, if they didn't announce it and he came out, people would go ape shit, and that would fix his thing.
That's
100%,
the
I
only
think.
way you can see Frank from
Frank's
now on.
done at Vlognaut. Remember? Because last time they had Frank, and then he quit, and they got Drake, and they booed Drake at Vlognaut.
Oh,
Shit, I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Like, who boos
Who the fuck
Drake?
boos
When
Drake.
was that? Yeah,
Y'all are
it's-
crazy.
You can count on one hand. When's
Insane.
Drake been?
That shit's crazy.
And say, "Oh, you're mad because Frank Ocean's not
Exactly,
here,
so-
and we brought Drake."
Exactly. So it's like if he actually came
That-
out and he did
that crowd's
even if he
wild.
did one song, I feel like he would rehab his public
Oh.
persona 100%.
You may.
120%.
You're right,
For
you're
sure.
right. No, if they did like a whole like Odd Future reunion, like
Yeah.
where they're all.
Ooh, they get Taco on there. They get
I mean,
Earl.
Taco's huge. Like
Taco
all these
and
people
Earl.
are huge independently. Like Taco's huge. He's an actor now. He's in movies and stuff.
What else is Taco in besides?
He was just in that Netflix movie, the one with Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill.
Oh, he was in that? I like Taco.
Yes.
Taco's
he's
dope.
like he's
Taco's
actually
good.
like a. I think he's in
Shout
Dave.
out Taco.
I think he's in Dave too.
No, he's
He
for
is
sure in
Dave,
Dave. I
yeah.
like-
Yeah, like
I
he's
haven't
like a
seen him
real
yet.
like actor now. Like
Yeah, no,
it's
he's
like,
good.
his sister Sid. Sid's having a good independent career.
Yep.
Sid's great.
The fucking internet was big. Like
Yep.
What do you think about Earl? Because
Earl just has a cult following.
Earl is like the most
there's, like-
underground, not seeking fame artist.
Well, then there's
I
like
know.
Domo, Left Brain. Like all these fools are huge in their own right. So it's
I
like,
forget about. I mean, I feel like there's like a not even a 7 degrees. There's like a 3 degrees of separation in the music biz for like Odd Future.
facts. There are a lot of them.
Like,
yeah, there are a lot of them.
Who's a Odd Future golf playing type individual that's not you don't
Not a part of
readily
him?
as
Well, Frank is.
Frank Sid. I don't
They all
immediately.
are,
I don't immediately.
but you should.
associate. Yeah, no, the jump off. for
But I
sure.
don't though, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely should. Because at that time, Taco was a bigger form.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Sid was. She was just a little sister. Or whatever.
Oh man, I mean Sid is so good. I saw her live like last year.
But even like I said, the whole
Flames.
internet, Matt Martian, all those guys, they're so dope. Like individually, like they all are like
Yep.
solo artists now.
It's
They're-
kind of crazy to think.
dope.
It's like that's all out of Baldwin Hills. Then
Right.
that's crazy.
and like one crew.
That's crazy.
Like that's like some old school stuff. Like that's what they were saying though.
You don't
like,
do that no more. I don't think that shit keeps happening.
Before we get out of here, BET was having a big old like who's been the biggest crew and stuff. I think the last four battling from the East Coast, it's Wu-Tang versus Rockefeller. I think.
Okay, I'd put Woo.
No, I'm sorry. Well, I don't. It's not
Dip?
East Coast, West Coast, but I think it's
Dipset?
YMCB. No, YMCB versus Wu-Tang Clan,
Okay.
okay.
and then like Good Music versus someone else.
I feel like those are almost hard. You can't even almost like compare compare those because they have all these.
Def Jam, maybe.
Oh, Def Jam. Who's got a video game named after him though?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and all those groups have had at least
Because Def Jam has Dipset.
Yeah.
Def Jam has
that's what-
Dipset.
But if you go through like who they
They have some
had,
megastars.
Oh, but
They've
then
all had-
Rock's got the locks too.
they had the Locks. They had freaking obviously Jay. They had
Yeah.
freaking
Def Jam.
DMX.
Yep.
Right. Like
They had everybody.
they had
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood.
So it's like not DMX, but I forget the brackets. But yeah, no, it's all bigs against bigs.
That's
Like
hard.
the lowest crew is basically like good music, and even still, when you think about good music, that's Kanye,
Well,
Pusha
the whole-
T,
the whole thing is
Common,
'cause, like,
John Legend.
All those
Yeah,
people,
it's crazy.
all those people were pretty established even before good music was out though. Like
If you put the
No, John Legend got his start with Kanye.
no, but like good music.
Big Sean got his start with Kanye. Maybe Pusha T.
Pusha T was solid before Kanye.
I wouldn't say he was solid. He was forgotten.
I don't
was
think so.
Sci-Hi also.
He's just a writer. He's not like that.
I know, right?
Well,
he doesn't-
Size,
That's
he's
what I'm
not out
saying.
there.
Like, no,
no,
you
but I'm
can't.
just saying
Yeah, yeah, I know
people
what you
that
mean.
were in
These people
but-
made
Sorry,
like
Prince.
Common.
I
Yeah,
don't know the
Common
last
was
time I heard anybody say
Common
Sci-Hi.
was
I
Common
like
was
Sci-Hi.
big. Oh, he's a writer. He's
Yeah.
a legit like
Yeah.
he writes Kanye bars. But no, Common was before good music. He was big before good music, and maybe Pusha T. Those I would say the only ones who actually had careers that were big before they were signed to good music.
Right, but I would say because like good music, I think like Cruel Summer type shit. I feel like John Legend was like years before that, like a couple years before that.
But he was always on good music.
Yeah,
That's what
good
I'm
music's
saying.
been around for
I guess true.
longer than what
Like
we
even
than-
watch Genius. You don't remember seeing John Legend as a kid working with Kanye before we even knew who John Legend was, before Kanye was even anybody. That's what I'm saying. Like he's
True.
always been on over there.
Wait, Genius.
The Netflix documentary Genius.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rap Genius.
No, Genus. Clever, but no, yeah,
Almost
John
got him.
Legend. Yeah, no, John Legend was over there
Yeah,
before
no.
we knew who Kanye was. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's always been over there. He's
I mean,
Chicago.
The most powerful team out there is
Is Rockefeller or Def Jam?
I think
Yeah.
I would say Def Jam because that like I almost think
They had-
Def Jam encompasses part of Rockefeller. A little
Well,
bit.
it's like when you go
influences at
really
least.
through Def Jam, they had almost everybody, for
Everybody.
a second.
yeah.
Even if they didn't have them, whether
If you just go through
they
Russell,
had them for a second.
Russell Simmons,
Yeah,
Russell
yeah.
Simmons,
They
for
had them
sure.
for a
For
second.
sure.
So
And
it's
you know,
like,
Russell Simmons got his
you
own
go
shit,
through
but,
who
like,
they
you know.
had, it beats everybody.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know,
But then it's like you could say like Rockefeller, they like helped launch Rihanna,
but is
To a
that
certain
Rockefeller? That's really all Rockefeller did.
but then she's like the number one earning woman in entertainment.
But that's really Rock Nation.
Yeah. I was gonna say Rock Nation's different because there's
But then Rock Nation would not be there without Rockefeller. Though.
no, and Rock Nation has hands in every cookie.
But
And then would you say-
Rockefeller really was only Jay-Z, right?
yeah, it was only Jay. Well, I think also his team, but
Dame
but
Dash.
but nobody popped.
Oh, but Dash on his own
But he's not an artist.
But
He's
who
a
is his
CEO.
side
But-
dude?
was not
Dame Dash.
No, the other dude.
Irv Gotti? No.
No,
That's murder.
Freeway.
Who are you saying whose side dude? Jay-Z?
maybe what he had like 3.
Memphis Bleak.
That's
Memphis
it.
Bleak.
That's
No,
it.
no, no,
That's
Memphis
it.
Bleak, no, that was his rapper. That was his
That's
underground
all he-
rapper.
And that was like
No.
he's very limited. I
No,
guess.
no. But I was saying people that were on.
Oh, yeah, Memphis Bleak. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Memphis.
there was
Kanye, early Kanye.
Yeah.
who's that?
Was a girl? Was
Get down, baby. We get down.
But that's what, yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
really
they didn't have
it was
nothing. No.
Def Jam.
No.
But
Yeah.
in his own right, it's just carried by Jay-Z.
Totally.
Much.
Yeah.
Because like,
But even
'cause, like,
Murder Inc. was bigger than.
Well, because you could say then Bad Boy
Yeah.
is bigger than Murder Inc.
Well,
and then
Bad Boy was up there because Bad Boy had, like, when you really break down who
Bad
like,
Boy
Bad
did.
Boy's
Locks and Biggie and Puff and Mace.
Mace. Like, you keep on going.
Mace and Betta.
But then when you go down to actually who they've had people for a short period of time say that was like,
Oh,
Pop-
and then you
Pop
could say
real
Bad
quick.
Boy.
That pop-
Bad Boy launched Murder Inc. To a certain
can say
extent.
Hey, was Fithy on Aftermath?
yeah,
And so was
that's Eminem.
Oh,
Dre.
and
no,
then you could
but-
say,
but-
and then you could say Death Row launched.
but wasn't G Unit on Aftermath?
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
50.
So then he also. I mean, it's a very much smaller.
No,
but,
G Unit is big, but G Unit's only big because of 50, and then you could maybe
No,
say
it's
like
like a game.
But Game isn't. He was introduced by G Unit.
I was just gonna say though, I think Game's on Aftermath.
He
too.
is.
So I was gonna say like
Game
all of
is
their
Aftermath.
dudes are hitters.
But that's what they were doing. They were breaking them down.
I mean, I don't like 50, but like
they were
50
breaking
had.
them down, yeah. Because they had a thing. They
I
were
actually
saying
I actually like Lloyd Banks better than Fitty.
He's probably on the Aftermath too.
but that was the big one for the West Coast. It was TDE artists versus
That was a bracket.
Aftermath?
That was a bracket.
or Death Row.
Death Row. Oh,
I would say.
that was
I would
the
say.
bracket.
yeah.
Yeah,
Death
Death
Row
Row. I would say
won.
Death Row for sure because
Yeah.
TD wouldn't exist without Death Row.
Well,
No,
that
but they were
and
just
also-
putting up
Yeah,
like
I know,
saying,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
because you got SZA uncomparable,
Yeah,
Nah, yeah.
yeah.
Right?
I mean, nah, then, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you have Tupac. You could say Kendrick,
Yeah.
and then you could say like Snoop, Schoolboy, maybe. That goes to Snoop, but you could put them
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then like so it was closer than people
You
want
know,
to give it.
Yeah.
Tupac went to
It was
art
Nate
school.
Dogg, I think, that threw him.
Oh, fucking Nate Dogg, sound of the 90s.
I think it was
Mount
Nate
up.
Dogg that kind of really propelled. Because then you have like the
Warren
Corrupt.
G. Warren G.
Warren G wasn't, but Corrupt was.
Corrupt was.
Oh, I would
So you-
say Warren G's.
But he wasn't on death row.
No.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. But yeah, it was like the Warren G. So you have like the East Siders or wherever they were, random stuff that was kind of like
Yeah.
edging
Damn,
it.
I forgot about the
But
East
it was
Siders.
really, I think that the
Snoop
Nate
Dogg and
Dogg,
the
because
East
like
Siders.
who does TDE have to go against Nate Dogg? They kind of have a rebuttal against the other tops. but
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
who do
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to go? You
Yeah.
can't throw like Reason
Yeah.
at Nate Dogg. That's
No.
all, you know what I mean?
Jay.
Jay who?
You mean
Not Jay Electronica. I mean,
no,
like,
that's
what's
that's
his name?
Rock. Isaiah Rashad?
No,
Ain't making it.
that shit up.
No, yeah, ain't making. No, yeah, that's cool though. I think we had a good cast this day.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Wrap it up, Joshy. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna add some filler time.
Oh no, literally J Rock.
Oh,
J-Rock.
J-Rock.
He's not that prolific though. I love J Rock, but he's not that.
That's what I'm saying. All the big TDEs aren't really prolific. It's just
No.
Kendrick and
Absol,
SZA.
And SZA.
Absol. But he's
he's
very
in his
underground.
own,
He's very
like,
underground,
space.
yeah.
And I'm saying
And same
is he
thing
beating Snoop Dogg? Is he beating Tupac? Like who's beating these people?
No, that's Death Row all day.
Find out next
All
week.
day.
Find out next week.
All right. Well, this is a good as time as any to wrap it up. Thank you everybody for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe, all that jazz.
Hit
Maybe
your notification
maybe even
bells.
give us
Turn
a
'em
follow on at Almost Never Pod
That'd
on
be nice.
Instagram. You know, send us an email.
That'd be nice.
Follow that gram.
Or no, wait, no, that's not how it goes. Almost Never Pod.
Slide into that DM.
We're getting tighter, boys. I like it.
Yeah, you know, you get
Smooth.
tidy boy. Yeah, it's a pleasure to bring you this content every week. We appreciate you. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week.